Good evening, everybody. We're back. We're back. I've been sorting all this out today. Literally, I've just finished in the last 5 minutes getting all this ready down here. I think I've got everything on. I think it's all done. So, yeah, good to see you. I've got the camera up there, but I've had to bring my iMac computer down because the telly worked for 5 minutes when I sorted it out earlier, and then I couldn't get it working since. So, I'm on the iMac down here, but the camera's still up there on top of the telly. So, yeah, I hope you're all well. And let's see who's in. So, we've got my daughter Jade in. Good evening, Jade. First one that smashed the thumbs up. Thank you. We've got Joan in. Good evening, Joan. And Jade, and all you Saturday nighters. I hope you had a sunny day. It was nice today. It really was nice. Hence, being able to sort the shed out. Yeah, so that's good. My mum's in. Good evening, mum. Hope you're all right. We got Sharon in. So yeah, I look like a bit of a nodding dog at the minute, but I'm just going through. Everyone's saying hello. We got Polky in. Good evening, Polky. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're selling loads of stuff. Hi, Polky. Hope you're good. Definitely. Hope you've all had a good week. Been a busy one. Busy. Is he in the shed? Sorry, summer house. Yeah, get it right. Summer house or YouTube studio, because I have my cushion from Bell there in pride of place, and I now have my sign from Sean. That's up there in pride of place, so you can just about see it. Maybe I need to turn the light up a little bit. I'll do that in a sec. We have Joan saying hello. We've got James in. Good evening, James. Hope you're well, mate. Anyone I missed? Joins a happy Saturday night live. All right, let me just try and turn this light up for you so you can see Sean's sign. There you go. There you go. That's better, isn't it? That's better. Look at that sign. It's lovely. So we've got that as well. So yeah, it's all looking good. Although I've sold a lot of stuff, I've replaced it with some stuff and it's all looking nice now. So yeah, very nice. All the things that people have made me and sent me. Enjoying the weather. Oh, my back. Now, James is taking a mick because I have got a bad back. I had a bad back and a bad neck before I did the driving yesterday, and then proceeded to do 10 hours, 10 and a quarter hours driving, pulling pallets all day, which obviously wasn't clever, but they said they needed me in, so I went in. Yeah, so James is taking a mick now. Good evening, Lynn. Hope you're well. Happy Saturday to everybody. Yeah, I hope you're liking the new backdrop. I say it's had a bit of a move about, but yeah, got some nice bits there, I think, to catch your eye. So I am back at, but it's been a hell of a job to get it sorted today. I've had to move everything down here. So I've had to bring the iMac from indoors, reset up the webcam and the microphone and everything else. So yeah, but I'm happy with it. As long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. Hi, James. You and Dad try to copy each other with your backs. No, he's taking a mickey, Jade. He hasn't got a bad back. He's taking a mick. Evening, Chris. Hope you're well, mate. Jade's just taking a complete pee out of him. Yeah, definitely. We've had some nice conversations the last few days, and yeah, we've soon got to start planning the next trip. So the next adventure, which will be good. If you haven't seen Max's or James's video of Fours Cave and the Peak District, make sure you check them out. They're wicked videos and you see it from a different perspective. Really cool. Hi, Sean. Look, mate, pride of place. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks good. Well happy with that. We all know you do, yeah. Good evening, Uncle Albert. Hope you're well. Joan, Paula Marie. Good evening. Hope you're good. Hope you've had a good week, good sales, and I haven't had a chance to catch up on everyone's videos this week, but I shall be catching up. So, hi, Albert. I've got Paul saying hi to Sean. Got George in. Good evening, George. Hope you're well. Good evening, Jane. I hope you're good too. Good evening, Debs. Hope you're good. Hope you've had a good week. Evening, Lee. Hope you and Nicola are good. And you've had a fantastic week of eBay. Hi, Katie. Good to see you. Everyone's saying hello. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, I've sorted it out now. I've bought a unit down. I had a unit up on the landing where I was doing all my photographs for eBay this week. And it's just an old unit. We've thrown the drawers away. And the wife wanted me to throw it out. And I said, no, I'm taking that down the shed for my photo area. She said, you keep taking rubbish down there. And she's right, but it's fitted in quite nice. So it's my nice photography area now. So I should be able to crack on this week in the new location. Just a quick hi and bye. I'm having a chill and watching a movie, then bed early. Nice. Obviously car booting tomorrow. Jade suggested I maybe try and go to Ford tomorrow, so I might try it. We were going to do Apps Court Farm this week, but I looked this morning, first thing this morning, it said Apps Court Farm was on. So I thought, wicked, me and Jade to go up there, do a car boot, meet Sean, Paul, Michael, and all the guys up there. And then, like, they rained it off. Said they checked the ground and it wasn't sufficient. So that's it. It's cooled off. So next weekend, hopefully, fingers crossed. Go sneeze. Oh, bless me. Must be all the dust and the cobwebs I've been moving about this afternoon. Everyone's saying hello. Good evening, Belle. Hi, Rich and chat from Tam and I. He can't chat, but is listening. He's helping Dexter build his Mario Lego. Nice. Nice. Well, what was it? No, this time last week I think we were back this time last week. Yeah, we were. We went Thursday to Friday. Was going to stay till Saturday, but we didn't. It would have been nice to have stayed another day though. But then you just leave the drive till the last minute, and it's just grotty when you do that. Everyone's saying hello. Good evening, Rich. Secret Carper. Hope you're well, mate. I'm using one of the lights you sent me as my main light here now. So I've got your light, I've got Bell's cushion and Sean's sign all in here tonight. Yeah, it looks cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. Nice piece there. Love it. And I couldn't wait to sort of put it up and find a place for it, which is good. Uncle Albert saying hi. Good evening, Ian. May have seen Ian if we was still doing apps tomorrow, but hopefully next week we'll see you in. I haven't seen Maximus in yet. He said he was coming. So I got a bit of sniffles because I've all this dust in his shed. I'm used to doing the Saturday Night Live from the clean house now. Hi Hans, Paula Marie. See, Jade's got it. Jade will be at the next reseller meet up in Littlehampton. Sharon. We've got Poon in. Good evening, Poon. Didn't dawn on me who you fellas were earlier. I've been skimming through the live and saw the comments. Wasn't paying attention to the chat. No worries, mate. Good to see you. Loved that live earlier. So funny. Everyone's saying hello to each other, which is cool. Still haven't seen Max in. Let's have a look. Yes, I hope everyone's had a good Saturday and having a good Saturday. If you're having a drink, have one from me. I've just got lemonade at the minute. Just a little lemonade because I was rushing about trying to get sorted. I'll have something stronger later. And don't forget, Lindsay and Alvin are live as well later on after me. So make sure you go over and see them guys because they always throw a good party. What month is it? It's April. Oh, another 6 months, I'll be getting the smoke machine out again. Wicker Woman and the Honey Monster. Guys, new names to me. Don't want any bits catching our eyes, please. No, there's no bits in here. There's no bits in here. Only the bits of cobwebs and dust. Belle saying hi to Paul and Marie. Debs is in. Everyone's saying hello. Yes, I hope everyone's been enjoying the sun. It's been rather nice to say. I haven't really been out in it. It was lovely. It was lovely. And usually I'd have popped to the beach for a coffee or something at the cafe, but not today. Too much to do and not enough time, as Willy Wonka said. Let's have a look. My mum's saying hello to everyone. Joe, thanks so much. We really missed doing the videos. We're back on Wednesday. We've been having a little break. There's a few people having a break from YouTube at the minute. I think Junie's not doing it anymore. She did have one saying that she was taking time off. And then she put another one out saying a wee piece of Junie she's not doing anymore on the channel, which is a shame. James Bold Finds, he's having a few weeks off. Amanda, she's taking a bit of time off. So there's a few people taking a bit of time off at the minute. But it's always good when they come back. Evening, Gwaz. Hope you're well, mate. Good evening. I dream of crafting. Good to see you. So lovely to be here with such lovely people. Thank you. Lovely to have you here. It's lovely to have you here with us. Oh, yeah, it's Katie. Is it Katie? I dream of crafting, yeah. So good evening, Katie. Smash the thumbs up. It's free. Certainly is free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you're not subscribed, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And we have loads of different stuff on here. Obviously, Saturday Night Live is a regular thing. Plus, sometimes I show you what I do for a living, buying and selling bits and pieces. Most of the time now, it's just going to be adventures. So last week we were in the Peak District. If you haven't seen the video, go and check out the video. We went caving at Thor's Cave in the Peak District. Some lovely shots of on the drone, and yeah, really lovely place. The caves weren't overly deep. We weren't able to go mad with them, but they were cool. But the next one is North Wales. North Wales have got some incredible caves, some incredible mines. I think the Royal Gold Mine is in Wales as well, so we might go and have a look at that one. That one's yeah, that one's a bit of a nifty mine. That one. Everyone's saying hello, which is cool. Jane's saying hi, Porky and Marie. Poon's saying you all picked a crazy stream to dip in for your first experience at the Poon Palace. Honestly, that was mild compared to the foolery that normally goes on there. Well, I'll definitely going to be coming back. I'll definitely be coming back to see some more shenanigans. It was cool though. It was cool. It was just funny. It was just funny. Everyone winding each other up. Obviously, a bit more chilled over here, so we just chill out and have a chat and shoot the breeze. But yeah, I do like a bit of excitement now and again. Where is Maximus? I don't know if he's messaged me actually. No, he hasn't. My mum is saying hello to everybody. What you been up to today, Mum? I could text you or call you and ask you, couldn't I? Really. Like what you've done to the background, Rich. Thank you, Gwaz. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, I've got a few lights up now. There's a few strips and changing coloured lights, and I say I've got my sign that Sean made me there, which is really cool. I've got my cushion here that Belle made me, which is also really cool. Look at that. Was that saying sparkly? It says subscribe to it, like Brian Blessed says on the intro. We got Gary in, Husty. Good evening, Gary. Hope you're well, mate. Been a while. Hope you're good. Cool, looks good. Thank you, mate. So has anybody done anything good this week? Been anywhere decent? Done anything? Picked something up? Bought something? Sold something? Sold a few little bits, but eBay at the moment seems to be really quiet. I've had a few offers to send out, but not loads. A few little sales, nothing really massive. I sent a set of roller skates and they ended up getting crushed by Hermes. So hopefully they're going to sort that out. Although they messaged me twice this week saying I'm still trying to trace your parcel. So I had to message them back and say it's not lost. It's smashed to bits. So hopefully they'll sort it out. But yeah, sold a few bits. What have I got to send off? I've got to send off. What have I got to send off? Oh, a casserole dish. I still got to send off the Harrods bowler hat. That's sold. But I've had a few bits go. So I'm going to continue with the listing because it's obviously working a little bit. But everyone seems to be quiet at the minute. James lists consistently. And yeah, it's even been quiet for him. So I think it's probably a bit quiet everywhere at the minute. Good evening, James and Sarah from Scotland. I hope you're well. Drink is Dos Equis and blueberry wine. Sounds good. Sounds nice. Sounds cool, that one. Grass. Just noticed you're back in the shed. Yes, I am. Yep, first night I managed to find out what was wrong, why everything wasn't working. Did get the telly working for a bit, so I was going to work with a laptop, and it didn't end up connecting properly, and the telly wasn't working properly. So I bought the iMac down and put it on the iMac. So I had to do it. Once I'd moved everything down there, I had to get it working because otherwise I'd have been in a bare room, which would have been a bit boring. So, there's Amanda. Good evening, Amanda. I was just saying to everyone earlier, you're taking a little bit of time off of YouTube. So Junie's giving it up, and James Boldfine's taking a few weeks off to concentrate on the business, which is fair enough. James JR did the same thing, and his business took off lovely. So he's absolutely smashing it now, and he's going through a quiet period, the same as everybody else. Good evening, Paula. Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Hope you're good. Oh, I'll tell you what, Amanda, you're doing well on them badges, aren't you? I saw the badges that you got, the old pop badges. Absolutely smashing it with them. Nice find that was. Anybody's got any questions or anything, or say anything to tell me that you've picked up this week or you've sold this week? Oh man, just quickly whipping through the messages, through the comments, see who's saying what. Gary saying, I watched Thor's cave vid. It looked huge. It was a big cave, but it didn't go very far back, and it didn't sort of go down deep into the ground. So it was a massive cave, and I think it's that big opening bit that everyone goes to see. Same as Cathedral, when we went to Cathedral Caves in the Lake District. Lovely cave, but the most spectacular bit was the actual Cathedral Cave bit with the big pillar in the middle and the pond in it and all that. You know, lovely place. I enjoyed all of it, but most people go there just to see the big bit because they're not prepared to go wading through the water like us nutcases. I think Max is still in London. He's been doing some plastering for his I think for his brother-in-law. I'm probably wrong, but 46 in the chat. Please give Rich a lovely big thumbs up. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. Lin saying hello. Paula saying hello. Did I see Rich pull a Mooney in one of the camping videos? Did you clock that? Did you? I didn't think anyone would clock that. Yeah, in James's. James said we all had to do a walk past the camera, so I walked past and yeah, the moon came out. Trust you to clock that, Chris. I did. Do you know what? The first couple of times I watched the video, I didn't even notice it myself, and I did it, and I did not even notice. It was only I think the third or fourth time I watched it, I clocked it. He said he was going to leave it in. That was funny. That's the thing. Like when we go on these adventures, like we just you have a few beers, you get the barbecue out, you get the fire pit out, you got the campers there. I mean, me and my son kipped in the car, and we were fine. We had a big, well, actually we were fine, and then I woke up after the night cold because I just had a bit of the duvet, and then I looked over to Aidan, and he stole the whole of the sleeping bag that we had over us. So he was nice and warm. Yes, Jade. Yes. Don't watch it. You don't want to see your dad's bare bum. Oh, look, just got back in from London. There you go. There's Max. Maxie boy. He's been busy boy, plastering. I don't know what he's been plastering, but he's been plastering something. What am I trying to do? I'm just trying to do something here a minute. One sec, people. There you go. Where is he? Oh, there he is, look. There he is. There he is. Max, check your Instagram. Check your Insta, old boy. A young boy, should I say, young lad. I've been watching some decent, like, mountain exploring videos and that this week. So cool. So cool. In the snow as well. And we were a bit sort of caught unawares when we did the Helvellyn thing. But I'll tell you what, I'd love to go back in the snow. I would love to go back and do it again in the snow and the hills and everything. 'Cause it just looks amazing. Especially if it was proper snow and not hailstones at 100 miles an hour. Be lovely. So nice, especially with a decent tent. I haven't got a tent at the minute, but I need to buy a decent tent and decent sleeping bag and bits. But excuse me, windy pops. But I am going to be buying it all because it's the adventures that I want to be taking you lot on. Because you know when we get together, we're just nutcases. Everyone say hello to Max. I just got to remember to turn my little lights off on the sign you made me, Sean. I don't want them dying. I'm saying, Amanda, keep your chin up. That's what we always say. Like, if anyone's ever feeling rubbish, I mean, Amanda, you live in the same town as me. So if you ever want to meet for a coffee and a chat, just give us a shout. Yeah, Good evening, Maximus. So look. Back where you belong. I'm glad to see, Rich. Thank you, Mandy. Good evening. Yeah, I do like it. I prefer it down here because then I haven't got the dogs trying to get in the room and all that. And I've got it how I want it now, so it's nice and cozy. I've got all my bits around me, and I'm happy. You know me, happy as a pig in shite when I'm down here. So I'd rather have a nice backdrop. Although I was looking because the light on top of my head here makes it look like it's green screen. So I'm looking down because the camera's up there and the screen's down here at the minute. So did I miss anything? Nothing, Max. Nothing. Check your Insta though. Sent you a message. New England Thrifter. Good evening. Good to see you. Hope you're well and you've had a splendid week. A good two. Always happy when the sun shines. It just makes the world of difference. Like to the mood, makes you feel happy. The warmth. I'm just sick of going out and it's cold all the time. Yesterday when I was driving, it was raining and horrible. So yeah, typical. The day I worked was rubbish, and then the day I don't work, it's nice. Hey, Max, just Dad keep asking where you are. See, I notice when people aren't here. That's the thing. eBay's very bad. Yeah, it's just it must be the same for everyone at the minute. It's just I say there's not so many offers to go out. People are not even sending silly offers anymore. It's just quiet. Probably because of school holidays. I think once the kids go back, and the parents are at home on their own, hopefully they'll start spending again. But it must be the school holidays. Brian's been to hospital. That's not good. Yeah, but I reckon it's got to be the school holidays because everyone's obviously spending money taking their kids out or doing stuff with their kids, and yeah, so that's probably the reason. Everyone's saying hello, Maximus, furry muff. What are you talking about, young man? Evening. Is this CGI Night's Life? Not sure he's moving below the neck. And on my screen, I know a couple of old flames have complained about that, but thought the pink pills would have helped. Good evening, Sean. Good to see you, mate. I was hoping to see you in person tomorrow, but apps is now not on, so we can't meet again at the moment. Glad to see no one nearly died or got blown away during your latest adventures. Yeah, it was. It was a bit windy at the top, and we were all trying to get like really good photos near the edge, as you do. And we were all safe. There was loads of people doing it. I mean, you could see when I did the drone footage how close the people were to the edge, and when we just looked up, you know, everybody was doing the same thing. But it was hella windy when we went up there. So yeah, the caves were amazing. Yeah, I mean, like I say, Cathedral Cave's really good, but you go into it and it is how it looks. It's all on the tilt, and like there's the same bit that everybody walks on was just slippery, especially the bit on the way out. I mean, you could sort of slip out of that and go straight down. It's not as bad as Helvellyn though. Not as bad as Helvellyn. Hopefully, some more mountains coming soon as well. We want to get climbing more mountains, not just caving. I like doing the mountains as well. I like doing the mountain climbs. Excuse me, Max. He's a boy, ain't he? Good evening, Lindsay and Alvin. There they are. These guys are on live after this. So we'll probably finish by about 9:30, which is when them guys are going live. So make sure you go over and visit them afterwards for their party, because they always do a good live on a Saturday and they always do a good live. I should hope so, Max. Well, I should hope so. Hello to my northern crafting goddess Belle and her equally as charming other half Tam. Belle's Craft Corner. Definitely. Hi, Chris Tyler, Paul and Marie Emsden. Hi, Alvin and my crystal sister from another mister. From me and Tam, he's building Lego with Dexter. Everyone's saying hello, JR. Make a short of Rich Moonian. No, don't do that. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. Oh, we're near the bottom. We are near the bottom of the chat. Nothing I haven't seen before, Dad. That's true. Busy getting plastered, eh, Max? Yeah, definitely. Is that to do some real work? Let's always forget to turn my phone off. Right, don't want that. Hold tight, just finishing a coffee. How rude. Hold tight. Max is going to be even more on the hyper one in a minute. You know that, Jade. Good evening, Matt. Hope you're well, mate. Hope all is good with you. Good to see you. Ah, my name's Dave, and I can swim like a fish. Hang on, mister. Hang on, mister. Hang on, mister. Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. This is a local shop for local people. There he is, look. There he is, you sexy man. There you go. Dave, check your messages. Check your messages, Dave. I think this computer's faster on it down here anyway, which is good. Everyone's saying, don't worry, Jade. I'm balancing out nice. That means he's still bonkers. Good evening.
Shakalaka.
You all right?
I'm not bad.
Plasterer boy?
How are we doing?
All right.
Good.
How did the plastering go?
A lot better than last week, mate. Let me say that much. A lot better than last week. So you know that I left last week to go and do that plastering, man. And it's one of them things. I can't remember who I was talking to the other day, but I'm definitely a yes man. And I done that very thing and said yes to something that I regretted saying yes to. And then it backfired miserably last week to the point where I should have just turned around and gone home instead of trying to battle it out. Because I went about to, basically, it's a long story, man, but it's good. It's finished. There's no more plastering to do. The wall looks amazing. My nephew can go to bed in a couple of days once it's dry and the decorator's been in his brand new room. So
Nice.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. How are you doing though? Because I spoke to you yesterday, didn't I? Was it yesterday? Day before?
Yesterday.
What was yesterday?
Yeah, I'm all right. All right, knackered, but there you go. Evening, Dave.
Oh,
You all right?
yeah, I'm absolutely shattered.
Yeah. What you been up to? Just
Bit
eBay.
Bit of sourcing today, loading up the car for the boot sale tomorrow. I have got many, many wonderfully crappy things to sell tomorrow.
I see you put that in the comments. Anyone interested in buying loads of old tat or something that you've not managed to sell?
Yes, man.
It really is just a load of old shite.
There's someone out there who wants something out of there. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
that's it. But everyone takes their old shite, what they consider their old shite, to the boot sale, and
Sarah's
we
upstairs
buy it
now.
and think it's treasure.
This is why I'm taking it to the boot sale, because it's not worth anything to flip, but somebody out there is. I'd show you some things, but it's all in the back of the car.
Yeah, that's all right. No, which one are you doing? You what?
Bolton.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to Bolton at the football ground.
Yeah.
Come on, Rich. Do you not read the chat, Rich?
My brother's flat used to be right by the Bolton football ground.
There's two reasons I'm going there. First reason, it's massive. And the second reason is they think the sun shines out of my ass, so they don't charge me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
That's all right.
tight as a duck's chuff. So
How much do they usually charge in? Apps Court's gone up to 15 quid now a car.
I think it's about a tenner, maybe 12
Yeah,
quid.
ours is tenner.
Is it? 15
Yeah.
Apps Court Farmers. Now it was 13, but like you don't mind, do you? Oh, I'll tell you what I did pick up though for when I go car booting again. Yesterday, I looked on Facebook Marketplace and I picked up a single, you know, the can gas cookers like James has got.
Yeah.
It's got
yeah.
like a single gas burner.
Yeah.
Someone had bought one from Halfords. They're only 18 quid, but they've used it once and they wanted a tenner. So I went and bought that because I'm thinking when me and Jade go and do the car boots, like I can take some of them like hot dogs in a jar and a few rolls, like, you know, it cost you a fiver for a hot dog there. Like, you know, a roll and a sausage is
You
going
could
to
be
be
selling
like,
hot dogs before you know
yeah,
it. He'll
yeah,
be going,
exactly.
"Pound of
It's
hot
gonna-
dog,
but it's
pound
going to
of
be
hot
like
dog."
pennies. It's going to be like pennies rather than, you know,
Yeah.
it probably cost me 30 or 40 pence for a hot dog rather than a fiver. You know,
Well,
and me and Jade will be able to do the old coffees. So I know
Oh,
Sean will
right.
be coming around the stall trying to get a coffee.
I'll be all right with a bag of crisps and a bottle of pop. But the one thing that I wish I could get is a stealth commode. I said
Oh, yeah.
a stealth,
Yeah.
some kind of cloaking device for a porta potty.
Yeah. Well, look, when we went on our first adventure, James bought us all like the wee pots, but it's got a shiwi bit on it. So we've got a shiwi wee pot. now we just need. Now we just need.
You know those Play-Doh devices
that's
where you
actually
push the
what it's
Play-Doh for a
Yeah,
shot.
yeah. Well, that's what James bought us. When we
What about a pipe of cake?
when we first went up there, that's what he bought us. He said, "Look, I bought you a present. I bought you a wee pot each, and it's got like the shiwi attachment." So I said to my wife, "I said, oh, if we ever go out and get stuck, I've got a wee pot with a shiwi bit on it." Yeah, he gave us a shiwi pot and a Kendall mint cake.
Rich don't go out without his now. He literally drives with it attached.
Do you know what? I forgot it the other day. I was well gutted when I was driving the other night, doing the 1 a.m. thing again, the old graveyard slot.
You know what? It is a free private
Evening,
label.
Uncle Albert.
If you ever get into Amazon, there's a free private label idea for you, and it's along the lines of a shiwi. It's an attachment that runs down a bloke's leg, so you
Yeah.
can just stand minding your own business.
Oh
with
yeah,
your
and just
pockets over a grid, and
yeah. But do you know what? Not being funny, mine
It's the
would get
victimless crime.
caught in my sock,
Yeah,
and I'd end up
Dave,
filling
what
my
do you
shoe
do?
with
Does the tube have to be inserted into the pee hole? Is that how that works? 'Cause that sounds
No,
painful.
it'd be some
no.
kind of.
It just goes in like a neck of a thing. Just
Careful,
sounds
Rich. Don't be
painful.
doing any of them hand gestures on.
It's not a
screen.
bloody torture device, man.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out the logistics, like the
No,
mechanics.
from the outside, not the inside.
actually, the shiwi bit, you could probably use the shiwi bit as a you poo doo doo poo.
Well, that's what I've been doing, Rich. That's why I asked, because I've been inserting the shiwi in this way.
That
rather
would
than-
be like a Play-Doh thing because it come out like a nice little shape.
Wasn't that one of the Pokemons, you poo?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
You
Sounds-
might need to drag the standard of this conversation down, didn't you?
Yeah, it don't take long once you get together. Jade Knight, as soon as this damp patch is over, looking forward to apps. Definitely. Sean, so I'll have the gas cooker next time, so you won't have to buy a coffee or a hot dog. Anyone seen the ads for the Man Cave exhibition at the NEC in October?
Oh, it looks so cool. I've got to get.
Oh, I might have to go to that.
I've got nowhere to put a man cave, but I want to go there.
Well, I've got a Man Cave, so I just
It's
Gotta
your
go.
kind reminded me, actually. I saw the advert earlier.
it sounds cool. I didn't even know they had a Man Cave exhibition.
Yeah.
I suppose they've got one for everything, haven't they?
Yesterday, I saw the ad. Looks proper cool.
Well, I might have to go to that. Have a couple of beers up there. It's not how far's Birmingham from you?
Me,
A couple of hours. It's about 100 and just over 100 mile.
Yeah,
working for me.
an hour and a half.
About that,
So it's
yeah.
got to be about two and a half from me then, I suppose.
Yeah.
Jade's saying yes. See you there. Sean, it's top quality crap from the most crappiest of sources. Lynn saying I'll be back. Chinese just arrived. Oh, Chinese just arrived. I haven't even had dinner yet.
Did
No
anyone
worries.
bet on the Grand National? Is that something that is allowed?
Oh
to be
no,
said?
I saw people were putting bets on the Grand National. I don't even know anything. My brother would have been betting on it because he was a real horse racing chap. He
There's
loved
loads of
his
protests and stuff, loads of people getting nicked at the beginning. That's to delay it about 15, 20 minutes, I'm sure. Because they was all watching it up in London.
loads of room to move about, Uncle Albert.
Yeah,
I've got
mate,
another
you've had a
big
good
load
old
of room
clear
down
out.
there. Huh?
You've had a good clear out, haven't you?
Yeah, made it look decent again. I'd rather just be down here on my own rather than in the house with all the nutcases.
I thought it was green screen. I genuinely thought, because you've got a bit of a purple.
It's like a purple on my head, isn't it? Yeah, it's just
that is green screen. Now you're falling over.
it's the backlight. As a moderator, Night's Life, we can be given the power to approve everything Lindsay and Alvin Dumpsters Dive in UK say. Not saying it's filth, but last night's live is already banned in 20 countries. Let's Do Lunch podcast. Hey, Rich, popping in to say hi, hit the like and show some support. Thank you, guys. Good to see you. So I'm looking down there, but I'm waving up there.
So Sarah went to the boot sale, Rich.
Huh?
While I was plastering today, Sarah's sister took her to King's Cross boot sale. I don't know what it's name, but it's like actually advertised as vintage, retro. They had antique cars and stuff there. And she came back super happy. She'll tell you why she came back super happy.
Because she bought something.
She made me unhappy, right? And I'll tell you why. Because I go to the boot sales quite often. You don't know this. And I get moaned at for buying stuff.
Sorry, Dave. Are we boring you, Dave?
Yeah,
sorry, Dave.
In a minute.
Did he Hey, see, yeah, I get moaned at on a regular basis, but I don't pay any more than 50 pence to £1 for plushes, right? If I find a plush, and 9 times out of 10 they sell for good money, or we know they're valuable, but 50 pence or £1. She bought 3 plushes today. Yeah, 25 quid.
For what?
She spent 25 quid. Honestly, man,
I
could have cried. I got about 80 quid left to my name in a minute. Like literally, I'd done the plastering for free. So I thought, it's family. I can't charge. Deep down, I really wanted to go, do you know what? Just chuck us a $1 or something. But I couldn't do that. Anyway, she come back buzzing, thinking I'm going to be over the moon. And I'm like, why would you spend 25 quid on free teddy? Yeah, but they're this, that. One was Woody the Woodpecker, turned out to actually be Winnie the Woodpecker. Woody's missus. Yeah, so Woody, right? So she got that one wrong, bless her. Second one is pretty good, right? I'm not going to lie. It's a Tom and Jerry, not Thomas. Tom and Jerry plush, little old thing from I think it's either 80s or 90s. And the third one was. What was the third one? Oh, bloody hell. Sweet from Sooty and Sweet, but not even a puppet, just like a little toy, a little cuddly, a little plush or whatever. But 25 quid.
25 quid. That's nuts, isn't it? For 3 plushes.
I said to her, before she even got there, right? Listen, when I read the article, her sister sent us, I was driving down, she read it out to me. And I said to her, Sarah, that ain't the sort of place you can go to buy things to make money on. Max, that is a place that collectors go.
Max, is she anywhere near Bolton tomorrow?
I know. It's mad. But the thing is, you could tell just from the write-up that this is a place, like there was a Vogue magazine there. It was about, 50 years old. It was up for 180 quid. Do you know what I mean?
No.
This was people that have collected and they are selling for what it's worth. They're not selling cheap because they don't know what it is and they want to get rid of it. These are people that they're proud of their collection, but they're willing to sell it. You know what I mean? But they're selling it for top end bucks. But I can't take it from her. She'd done a little Googling when she got back, and I threw my toys out the pram. And the Tom and Jerry one.
So you're going to buy a load of wood carvings tomorrow, then?
Mate, I'm getting the last 40 quid out of the fucking boat tomorrow, and I'm buying 40 plushes for £1 each, mate. I'm going to show you how it's done.
Nice.
You should say that, because I went into a collector's market at Bolton. I was supposed to go there for the boot sale. Didn't realise it was cancelled because there was a collector's market on. So I thought, just out of interest, I went around the collector's market, and mostly it was the same stuff that was at the boot sale, but like 10 times the price.
Right, yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking maybe I should wait to not do a boot sale tomorrow, do a collector's market, just inflate the price beyond belief, and just say, oh yeah, this this ornament was in Shakespeare's outside Privy or something.
yeah, definitely.
No, but you could actually
That's
sell
all
one.
it is,
That's
really, isn't it?
better
It's
money, do you know what I
pretentious.
mean?
It's the same
Yeah.
crap with inflated prices.
Yeah, Sean,
If I was
I've
clever,
still
my
got them. I
collection,
haven't
that's what
sold
I'd
them, and
do.
they are going up.
Anyway,
What's that?
yawning. Yes, I wasn't being rude. Do you guys ever get this? You know when you're up after clock?
Yeah, I always get it when I'm bored.
You get pre-tired.
Yeah.
It's like a mental thing. I just get absolutely knackered because I know it's not because I'm tired. It's because I know I'm up early in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I always do that. I always do that when I go on some boring bastards live. Oh dear.
I am
Oh,
meant to
look,
be up
see,
in the loft.
look,
Once it
Katie's
gets,
Katie's going over to Bolton tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I have actually got some really good stuff. I probably just don't know how to say.
Oh, yeah, he's backtracking now.
Actually, if you want any
Hi, Christine.
new tipping point games, I'm your man because Amazon won't let me sell them. I have no idea why.
Dave's
No
got about
idea.
60 of them.
Do you know what? This might come in handy for you. I'll stick one in the post here because they've
Has he got
got
quiz questions.
No, he's only got 50. He's only got 59 now.
quiz questions.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
do. Yeah, because and they're meant to be a quiz tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, but I would literally finish doing the backdrop and that 2 minutes before. I've got a box here that's got I've got this quotations one that I picked up.
Oh, I've got a quick one for you.
Yeah, go on.
Which member of the Monty Python team animated their cartoon sequences?
Eric Idle.
No. What's the chat saying?
Gerard Fiddle.
I'll repeat the question. Which one of the Monty Python team animated the sequences, the cartoony sequences?
I have no doubt should have the ability to throw myself over Dave Stall in Bolton and bark at everyone who approached until he let me borrow his treasure. I would, but sadly it's in the north. I think James used it. Yeah, James uses it all the time. Good evening, Mr. Tamir. Hope you're well.
I have to send
Good
James
evening, Sophie.
come down.
Has anyone got it?
Stu's got the answer right.
Has he?
Tell me, Terry Gilliam.
Oh wow. Yeah, I had no clue. No clue with that one. I love these three jokers are experts on incontinence devices. Well, you know, Sean.
Play-Doh crafters, as the case may be.
Yeah, Play-Doh press. Man walks into chemists and asks if they sell shiwis. No, we don't, replies the chemist. Have you tried boots? Yes, the man said, but it keeps coming out the lace holes. Good evening, Stu. Good evening, Betty. No.
Oh, Betty.
Yeah,
please.
Betty's in. Jay's saying hello. Deb's is saying hello. Sharon, I will get through it. I was near the bottom earlier.
It's Pooh Master.
So you're going. Well, so what are you doing tomorrow then, Max?
Well, I'm meant to be up in the loft now, sorting some bits out, mate. Doing exactly what Dave's meant to be doing. Well, what Dave is doing, I'm meant to be doing. And the only thing that's making me want to go down there, because I feel like I could. I've not driven a van since, and the geezer that looked at it said that there's, it seems to be driving all right, and it does look like the flywheel is going, but it's only 10 minutes down the road, so I'm going to load it up. I'm going to load up the van, make sure I've got some milk on there, put some bacon on there, and I'm going to do.
Oh yeah, because you got your cooker all built in now, haven't you?
Well, yeah, it's attached. It's not built in, but
but you got your gas bottle and all that pumped in. So
yeah. So I can do that
because that's the first time you've had that, isn't it? That now, because you can make yourself drinks and that.
Yeah,
you didn't have a cooker in there before, did you?
Nah. It's all been. It's like, it's not even finished. That's what I mean. But the thing is, like, I've done everything myself. It's literally taken 2-3 years nearly in the making.
Yeah, but you changed it a few times as well. You get it sorted, and then you change your mind again, don't you? So you pull things out
in the garage because something else. I have come into contact with a new mechanic on Friday. I don't ever go out for a beer, and my stepdad gave me a lift to the tip to do a couple of tip runs in his wagon, and he invited me out for a beer with my brother and a couple of the people they work with. And I said, I might meet you down there. I've got to take Mia down there anyway to Potton. I was like, so I'll see. End up going in there, spent about 2.5 hours with these lads. And one of them was a mechanic, a local mechanic, and he's willing to look at it for nothing. He can't believe I've spent 3 years and $3,000 just trying to get this problem sorted, and it still ain't fucking sorted. And I feel like he feels for me a little bit, and I'm hoping. I said to him, I was like, look, I know this ain't much of a deal. I was like, but I can't afford much at the minute. All my money's gone into that other mechanic. It's like, but if you do get it sorted, or you can diagnose it and actually, you know, exactly find out what it is and tell me what it's going to be. I said, if I can't pay for it, I said, you can take that van for 2 weeks if you want, 3 weeks, go on a vacation. I said, I'll plaster your flipping living room. Let's do some trading. I can't
love you long time.
I can't pay cash money.
Me pay you with love, mister.
Exactly, man. But yeah, it wasn't. I reckon if I'd have stayed for another couple of hours, you know, I might have got somewhere. But he's probably forgotten that whole conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to get that, because you spent a lot of money on it. You put a lot into it. So really, I mean, that limp mode thing needs sorting out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's frustrating. I said to Leon when we was driving there, like, it seems to be the biggest challenge has been just the drive, and it's always got me there. It's never failed me, but it's been a challenge. It's not been an enjoyable drive.
No.
Like the fact that you keep going to limp mode, and the more I think about it, the mechanic telling me it's fine, just drive it like this until we can diagnose it properly and all this sort of stuff. But every time it goes into limp mode, I'm turning my engine on and off to reboot it, and I'm riding the clutch.
Yeah, that's not doing the ignition any good either. So
yeah, mate, that's probably what's worn the clutch as well, because I didn't really
know
know
that was going up that little skinny hill.
Mate, you know that hill, right? Honestly, you ask Leon when you're next here, man. We literally, right? So I just had to hang it and put my foot down to get up it, and the cooker went across the flipping.
Oh,
the
no.
cab, the back. I looked in the back on my shoulder. I said, Leon, get out. I was like, get in the back and sort that out. And he was just looking at it. I was like, get out, man, and sort that out. As we're like trying to get up this hill like that. It's insane. We did abuse, like, I've got to be careful where I do end up going, because some of them hills were gnarly, mate. They were.
Well, that was going down that one when we actually went, because you came a different way to us. You came over the bridge and turned right. We come down that hill and turned. Well, we turned right and went into hillbilly land down the end and thought we were going to get murdered. And then we came out of there and went down the other way. So we came down the hill that we went up. So yeah, I don't know how you must have gone the long way round, because I noticed some of the roads, and that really that hill was the next one on. You must have gone past that and up and round.
Yeah, we were just following the thingy on the sat nav.
Yeah. See, that's because you use Waze. I told you, use Google Maps.
It's all about the ways, mate.
No, send you long ways. That's what it takes you the long ways. That's why it's called Waze.
Insultingly simple.
Are they? Come on, throw a few at us.
No, I wouldn't. No, honestly. Topic: human body, often used in hospital operating theatres. What are sutures?
Stitches.
Yeah. Art. In Botticelli's painting, The Birth of Venus, what object is Venus standing in?
Standing in. A vase.
No. Okay, maybe not all that easy.
Yeah, but I'm thick.
You can't actually use these though, Rich.
Venus. What's she standing in? I don't know. A pool? I have no clue.
No, Stu's got it right again.
What's he said?
A shell.
Oh, no clue. My old Audi A3 used to go into limp mode all the time.
He's a cultured man, is Stu.
He is. He knows a lot. Vaseline is for amateur, Sophie. Rich told me baby oil was the way to go. Not only can you avoid the friction burns, but you can scrape it off your skin the next day and fire up the barbecue for breakfast. You sick man, Sean.
Sean's got to come out. Alvin's coming out of his soon, mate, in the summertime when the weather is hot.
Yeah. Get him out for a camp.
You know that. And I want to get Sean out as well. Tam as well. When I go to Scotland, I'll let you know.
Well, we're doing the rounds. We're doing Scotland, we're doing Ireland, and then we're doing Europe. So that'll be good. Good tip. That'll be cycling and all. So you're supposed to be selling tomorrow, but you're not selling tomorrow then, Max?
I'm just going to be sitting in the back of the van, mate. I'll just pay the tenner just to get in there to have a look at some of the bargains earlier.
Don't let Sarah sell, because like she sells trainers for like pennies.
The thing is, some of the stuff, all I've got, Rich, in the van at the minute is that I've got a spare solar panel. I've got I bought this freaking battery powered strimmer from Aldi about 6 months ago, right? It was 30 quid on offer. I'm like, this is sick. I'm fed up with the electronic. He's breaking. Well, it's not even mine, it's my sister's. Anyway, get back home, go to use it. Doesn't come with batteries, right? So you have to pay £40 for the battery separately.
No.
I didn't know this at the time.
It doesn't come with a battery at all.
No.
That's
Criminal. Did I take it back? No, I forgot. It's been in the sheds all those months. I found it the other day. I'm like, how the hell did I not? Anyway, so I'm going to be selling that, and I probably should list that online, but I just need to get that sort of stuff gone. Like I said,
But knowing you go there and go, oh, yeah, £1.
No, it's not going for £1. I'll hold out for stuff like that, and then if it doesn't sell there, it is what it is. But we've got
people could make a living like buying your stuff from your car boot stalls.
Well, this is what I'm hoping, people. Me and Kev both want to. I wanted more so. I persuaded Kev to be the same, and he's easy, and he's.
Oh, Damien, good to see you, mate.
I want to start putting stuff out there in bundles or packages or whatever. You can see what it is. It's not mystery items. It might be like, I know, a bundle of puppets from Pelham puppets, some hand puppets, but just like a selection of 20 odd puppets. It could be something like that, and then it could be something like, I don't know, a bundle of electronical items. But I'm going to start listing them and just putting them out there. I don't want to put them on eBay. I don't want to put them on thingy, because that's Sarah's gig. If she wants to list stuff on eBay, she can do it, but I'm not getting involved in that no more. But I'm just going to put them on that chat on your group. And if people want them, all I want is to get my money back and maybe a couple of quid on top. Like literally, I'd love to make loads of money, but at the same time, it's not my job. I don't rely on that money as much as I benefit from it. I do want to be able to give you lot some of the stuff that I get, and then you can make money on that. And that's a win-win. That's wicked. Do you know what I mean? It's sick. Because hopefully me and Kevin are going to get a lot more of that shit. And this is why I said it on that Resellers R Us, because I'm hoping there's going to be a bundle like that at least once a month, at the least.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so fingers crossed.
Well, I'll definitely be up for a few bundles.
There's enough up in the loft, mate. I said to Sarah, we've got to go for all the kids' stuff, because, you know, there's stuff that they kept that they wanted 5 years ago. If you ask them again now, they'd be like, no, don't want it. There's a box of Nerf guns up there. There must be 15, 20 Nerf guns that Mason's collected over the years. And I don't think mate, some of them are like as big as this fucking desk.
But that's what I'm saying. If Sarah put them on, they'd go for good money straight away. It'd be no, they wouldn't. Dave's saying no, they wouldn't. That's because he sells Nerf guns.
Nerf guns cost a pain in the backside to pack.
Oh yeah,
they're too big.
Some of them are huge. Yeah,
there's no margin in them. They're very cheap to buy new now. You go to Smiths, they're on offer all the time.
Yeah,
I think.
But if you pick up the big one,
actually, some guy at the booth town the other day, he had a whole stall just full of Nerf guns, and I didn't even ask him how much it was selling.
People buy them thinking they're worth something.
Yeah,
they used to be.
There's loads of stuff up there, man.
Yeah, it did.
But going back to them collection like boot sale things, what you was talking about, Dave, like what Sarah went to today. If I ever sold the bits that I've collected and put on shelves up in the loft, like those bits that I know that got nostalgia or their memorabilia.
Oh yeah.
I would sell them there, because some of the shit that I've got up there I know is worth money. And I know you can offer it out to the world, putting it on eBay, but the fact is, man, I like the thought of being out in the public, seeing who's going to get it, have that chat. And especially if you're giving or selling that item to someone that you know is going to appreciate the shit out of that as well.
Evening retro
you get to see that fulfillment. That's even better. Do you know what I mean?
There's just too many people wearing cravats for my liking and trophies. What's that all about? Everybody who goes to those things, I think they're bloody David Dickinson or something.
Oh, see, Brum was on some sort of telly thing, wasn't he, at the car boot?
He did say that. Yeah, I don't think he's.
I heard him mention it. I didn't see the follow up to it.
Yeah, they were filming at his car boot or something. So I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
but I was going to go and do one tomorrow with Jade, but not now. They've called it off. So first thing this morning I checked, it was still on, and then a couple of hours later they must have gone out and checked the grass and it was off.
very
But yeah.
dubious about interactions with the media. I've had a couple of
Yeah, I'm not interested
a
in all
couple
that.
of experiences where they say, "Oh yeah, we're going to do this for you, do that for you," and actually they just want to make you look a divvy for.
Yeah, but look how Amazing Pallet Wars turned out, or whatever it was called. It's like, no thanks, no thanks, not for me. You know, I'm not interested in all that. It was there was never going to be a season 2.
72. Shah just requested to follow me. Just probably somebody. A Footy Mum 72. Jane Brown.
Oh yeah.
In chat.
Jilly saying I have 3 bags of vintage jewelry at Salt List, mainly silver and semi-precious stones. Nice. So what you got a mix of everything for tomorrow, Dave? Then?
Yeah, I'd say.
See you later, Mr. Tamia.
North of 90% of it is stuff that's just. I've had a stock take just recently, and that
you
was
had loads of stuff missing off, wasn't
you? Yeah, that was such an enema. That was, I tell you.
A day and a half of checking all your listings.
It was a pain in the backside, but the thing is, it just made me realise that I've always hovered around 500 listings. I mean, it must be a couple of years now. I just hit my sell-through rate, but just the realisation that that's just been bullshit, really, because I've had a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have bought in the first place.
Yeah,
or stuff that's just it's lost its traction. I do the sell similar thing and all that kind of stuff. If nobody wants it, nobody wants it, and it's a wake-up call, really. You've got to buy things that people want to buy.
Otherwise,
you just hit the nail on the head, though, Dave. Just because people want it one day, don't mean they're going to want the next. And it's a tough one. And I think this is because of all the stuff that's going on in the world as well. We had this conversation the other day, Rich, didn't we?
Yeah.
I've got stuff up in that loft currently at this moment. I know what the little annoying orange is worth. I know what this little doll's worth and rah. But that's now. And who's to say tomorrow? Or the next day, or next week, or next year, something else rises prices, and people can't afford to buy things that they want to collect. Yep. None of it's going to be worth anything. So it's like, how long do we want to keep hold of it?
I mean, I found that when I had the storage unit.
Happy, great reset. Fuck that shit. But what I'm saying is, I'm a hoarder, right? And I hold on to. I have a lot of attachment with shit, and I've really got like this gun. I'm not even going to show that because it does look very real, but that was my granddad's, and I've had that since I was about 13, 14, maybe 12. And my granddad gave me that to sell, along with all his walking sticks, along with everything else. I've got everything that he gave me. I've not got rid of anything because I struggle to get.
Did he not get you any? Did he not get you any signed boxing stuff from?
I've had that
Henry Cooper.
Mate. I've got all the Henry Cooper stuff. I've had that in my loft for years, mate. Like literally, I've not got. So there's the photos and stuff I've had since I've had original copies of photos since I was a teenager, but recently, so obviously since he passed away, my dad gave me all of them. I've got these 3 boxes here behind me. I've been going through them to get the thingy ready for the funeral, the video and stuff.
Yeah.
And mate, there is hundreds in there, original ones. There's like him and they're in the same training gym as the Craze and shit. Like it's fucking unreal. I wish I knew bits of it, but the gutting thing is, man, like even just like the Henry Cooper book, when you go to the back and you search my granddad's name, and he's in the book 3 times, and I read the little paragraphs that mention him, I'm like, if I'd have read that when he was alive, that's a whole fucking conversation I could have had with my granddad about something that he would have found passion in, and he'd have enjoyed the conversation because it weren't like.
But you mostly find these things out when someone does pass away, though, because it's like I say it wasn't a relative of mine. It was my wife's friend. Her uncle was Jeremy Bullock, who was original Boba Fett in Star Wars. So, like, if I could have known him while he was still around, he had died a few years ago, but if I could have known him before that, I could have got some wicked signatures and stuff signed from, and Star Wars stuff goes for mental money. So, like, you don't find out these things. Like,
I'm more gutted about, like, because what I've got, right, it's a blessing, and it's a blessing in so many ways. But basically, Sarah started doing some cleaning for my granddad like a year and a half ago, and he was a very active man anyway, swimming up until the age of 80, like every day, going for his walks, Xboxer and all that shit.
I thought you said swinging.
No, he's swinging as
Swimming.
well. Yeah, if he could, he definitely would. The last year and a half, she was going around there cleaning and stuff pretty much once a week when she could. And my sister bought him a book this year or last Christmas, and it was just like a life story book. And Sarah's been sitting down every time she does the cleaning, she cooks him dinner and that, and then they'll sit there and go through these questions. And every time she come back, she was telling me stories.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said, dear.
I didn't know any of it. So she's taught me so much about my granddad, because although we had a relationship,
yeah,
weren't like my other nan and granddad we see on a regular, and it was like, although we've been fairly local all our lives, it just I don't know. We had conversations, but nothing about his past. Do you know what I mean? It was just like you don't have those conversations. So I'm just filling in gaps. I'm just filling in the gaps, and that's what I'm gutted about. Like, I wish I had a chance to ask some questions.
That's true.
Even just sit down for 2 hours and run a little pod and just go, Granddad, let's just
even like a phone call. Do you know what I mean? It's like most of the time, my wife used to say, phone your nan, like. And I'd go, yeah, I'll phone her tomorrow. I'll phone her in a bit, and then I get late, and then I'll phone her tomorrow. And like, you just put things off. It's just life, isn't it? You just do. You just do. Other things get in the way.
We're bred into this, and every funeral you go to, every time that this happens.
That's what I thought, Tommy. Good evening, Tommy.
So we're going to make more effort. We could have done this, could have, that, shoulda, woulda, coulda. At the same time, you know it, I know it, everyone else knows it. Life takes hold. We all have our own problems, issues, and sometimes we're unmotivated, lazy, or busy in the rat race. It's a tough one, man. But fuck, I'm watching videos, right, that they've been converted to DVD, and there's the videos with no sound, and it's like got my dad, my nan, my granddad, my uncle, my dad's brother that passed away the year before, and just watching these movies in silence, like, it is literally, and because I've got the bits that Sarah said, and I've got the knowledge from my dad, from the know, Potter's Bar. It's madness,
it together a bit, can't
it? Like a movie. It's like watching a movie, man. It's unreal. It's unreal. And I look at his picture down here. I've got all these photos around me of my granddad, because these are the ones that are going on the coffin and stuff. And, yeah, man, every morning I look at it and he's smiling, and I like look at it as if to say, like, I know about you now. And he was a geezer. He was a proper gangster, mate. I'm telling you, it was unreal.
A gangster.
Photos. It's unreal. It's crazy. And
they just disappeared. Just disappeared into nothing.
You know, the weird thing is, though, Rich, that weren't even Dave. It's been Santa the whole time.
I know. It is like a bit like watching Santa, isn't it?
Yeah, green screen. They were known, Rich, as the Five Musketeers. There was Henry, George, Cooper, my granddad, some geezer called Frankie, but there was 5 of them from school, and they were nicknamed Five Musketeers or some shit. It's madness.
Yeah.
Oh my days! Look at that.
Oh yes,
like, right, Matthew. I'm going to be.
Cheers.
Background's
going a bit 70s top of the pops, Dave. Chris is saying your background's going a bit 70s top of the pops. That's amazing. Look at that. Who needs Santa's effects? He's got some wicked effects.
He's good. I'm going to download that Snapcam again, because that's pretty cool. That is
Snapcam?
Yeah, you get it on your desktop. You can honestly, I mean, you must have seen one of them lives I've done about a year and a half ago. It's, to be fair, not many people come in, but it's I had the Rick and Morty face, and I had the faceless. You can
I did see it. Yes, I did see it.
Any filter you get on Snapchat, you get it on the desktop, and you've got these. You can set hotkeys and that.
Yeah.
You can set about 15, 20, well, as many keys as there is on the keyboard. You can set a face for each key. And man, yeah.
Julie, there's no way I'm eating the rum or the Jack tonight. I'll never get up to the boot sale in the morning. This is my one beer, and I'm going to bed.
Yeah, don't blame you. Don't blame you. It's good that you're already loaded up. I just can't.
I've got to take a 17-year-old out of bed in the morning as well, so that might be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Is your son with you now all the time then?
No, he lives with his mum.
Okay.
But they're only like a couple of miles away or so.
Oh, that's all right.
So I'll just pick him up on the way.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I was going to load the car today, but ended up not. I would have rather got it done. But I was going to take a load of electrics that I've got, like stuff that's just been sat about for ages that I just haven't pulled out and stuck on eBay. And
that is the best thing I've heard in a long while, Stu.
I think David's doing a homage to Max Headroom, assuming Max Headroom.
Brilliant.
Max Headroom. God, yeah, who remembers that?
If Max Headroom was ordered
on Wish. Oh, that's funny. Did I hear right? Resellers selling at boot sales? No, never.
Absolutely. Got to
Never.
be done. Just because it's of no worth to me doesn't mean it's no worth to somebody else.
Exactly.
But I don't sell broken stuff, but I do sell
Shit.
stuff. Well, it's stuff that hasn't sold. I bought it for a reason in the first place, didn't I? So
One man's trash is another
Is
man's
another
treasure.
man's treasure.
yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, last time I'd done a boot sale, it'd be the same this week. Apart from the bloody what's it called, big electrical bits and stuff, the strimmer and the solar panel, but everything else that we get out or take is the stuff that we just need to get rid of. It's either old clothes of ours and other bits that are just whatever,
Yeah.
but they go straight to the charity shop afterwards. If we don't get rid
That's
of it, at the boot
what,
sale,
that's what I've been doing to
mate,
clear out in here.
Bernardo's couldn't believe it. I had like half a van full last time, and I spoke to the woman at the last boot sale I done that does the charity store. I said the same to her. She gets first dibs, and then after that, it'll go straight to Bernardo's or whichever one's open. The one in
It's the only way to do it, because otherwise you're going to bring it back, add more to it, take the same crap to the boot sale again, which isn't going to sell again. You know,
Mate,
and someone
some of
going
the
in a
stuff,
charity shop will buy it and will want it. You know,
yeah.
no one at a boot sale wants a DVD player for $5. Nobody. I don't care what you say, unless it's a real good make or something special. No one's going to want it. You know, but I gave a load to the charity shop and they got them up at $5 and they're selling them.
Yeah,
I
You know,
think if,
someone wants one.
the stuff that I've got a lot of stuff, and I mean a lot of stuff to ship tomorrow. I
Yeah.
think what doesn't go tomorrow, I'm just going to find a local, I don't know, somebody who's got a bit of entrepreneurial spirit about them locally.
Yeah.
Say, there you go, you sell it, keep what you make.
Yeah.
fair play.
I'd rather. I mean, it sounds like a counterintuitive thing, particularly considering what I do for a living. But I think taking it to a charity shop, a lot of that stuff is just going to burden them anyway. I was in 3 charity shops today, sort of like backroom kind of relationships, and they just can't handle what they've got coming in. And none of them can handle what the donations that we've got coming in. So there's so much going to landfill and ragmen and all that kind of stuff. So I'd rather, I don't know, I'm not saying to like find somebody who's down on luck or anything like that, but just somebody who's got a bit of fire in the belly to get out there and do something to.
Or someone that's looking to start it. You know what I mean? Someone that's looking to start
yeah.
reselling. Yeah. Just
That's
give
what I'm
them an
saying. Like,
opportunity.
you know, everyone starts at the bottom, don't they? Like, you know, I started with picking up every single DVD I could get. I don't give them the time of day now. I've got blooming thousands of them. Like, just don't bother with them now.
It's funny to say that.
You built that bench out of DVDs.
All the time.
You got what? You got what?
I've gone the other way. I'm looking for brand new box sets all the time.
Oh, brand new box sets. Yeah, they're worth buying. But I've got like every single DVD that went free in a black sack. I was like picking them up and that, and it was just mental, really. You know, when you guys get Whatnot, you can use that as your dumping ground the American way. What have we got? Whatnot?
Yeah.
What's that thing Chris does? That's the
Whatnot.
auctioning thing, isn't it? Whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have got it now, Tommy. Chris Cooking the Haydens does it.
That's what me and Kev was going to do with all the stuff down the lockup and that. But then
That's what Chris Cooking the Haydens does. He does Whatnot auctions.
Yeah.
Just to pick up on a comment Cinema made about resellers selling at boot sales, I am actually just going to park up and do my normal tour around Bolton.
Doing a little sneaky.
The thing is, though, if you do that, you're avoiding all the people like me. Well, not people like me, boot flies. That's not my style. They're just jumping on you, asking you.
Boot drivers. Yeah.
You
get them. You don't even get a chance to get the tables out and they're going laptops, computer games.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm going to park up, put my little table out with nothing on it. The boy will be napping in the car probably, and I'll just go and do my thing.
That's exactly what I'd do if I was on my own. But because Sarah's going to be there, I hope anyway, and then she'll be setting up, and I'll just go have a little mooch.
Yeah.
But it's illegal.
Sophie saying she'd be interested in your shit, Dave.
Out.
But she is a nurse.
Yeah, there you go. See, might need some samples. That's good though that you get, and it does. It makes you feel better just getting rid of some of it. Like if it's been sat.
Like I say, I'm a bit short on cash. It's one of them things. Sarah spent 25 quid on freaking teddies today, and I want to get some money back. And it's shit that we just need to get rid of. Once, even if I don't make much money, getting rid of that stuff is a weight off my
Mate,
shoulder.
it makes you feel so
Like,
much better every time someone was buying something. Like I was just thinking, yes, one less thing I've got to take
well,
home.
giving it away, man. I was giving shit away at one point.
I did
You
give
said
some
earlier
like
about
plushes
the
away
weather.
to kids and that, but
Yeah. You know, you said about the weather earlier on the chat when I was in the chat. You mentioned something about the sun making the world of a difference and blah blah blah.
yeah, it makes you feel
man.
better.
Me and Leon, mate, was on the way to Luton the other day, running session, and it was sunny, right? And we're loving life. We're chatting away, talking about the trip. This is before the trip, so we was literally like planning bits and rah rah. And then it come over as we see Luton. It was all dark and grey, literally like a big dark cloud over Luton. And then we started getting into sort of Dunstable area and then entering sort of Luton terrain. And it went all cloudy and rainy. And mate, we didn't say a word to each other. And then about 15, 20 minutes in, because we got there early, we're sitting in the car park, and then the sun came out again. And boom, honestly, conversation started. We had some energy and we literally clocked it. And we both said to each other, how mad is that the energy changed like that?
It 100% affects you. It affects your mood. You know, as soon as you feel that warmth. I mean, look at the day we came away from the Peak District. Like it was lovely. We were sitting there. It was warm, just enjoying it and chatting. You know, it does. It makes as soon as you see that sun come through the window, it makes you happy. I like.
He said to me the other week, or I see a video. I can't remember. They all merged together, but he said the sun is always up there, right? So you need to have the mentality that no matter what weather outside, you look up there and tell yourself and believe, because it is actually up there. Like we all know it. It's up there somewhere. It's there. The sun is shining.
Yeah, but it's like everything. If it's horrible out there, you don't even give it the time of day. If you can't see it,
I've literally tried that so much. I'm like,
I live by the beach, like, but I wouldn't go down if it's raining outside or windy. I'm not going to go down there. I don't even think about it. Nice touch picking the rubbish that people left in the Peak District. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know, Max picked a massive bag of it up. You know, and not being funny, these people have taken the time to put 6, 7, 8 rocks on top of this pile of rubbish rather than just pick it up and just carry it down. It's like
it's been there for some time, to be fair, because the bag was all eroded and that. It was all sort of disintegrating.
Oh, it's been there ages because no one's going to look under the rocks. But the thing is, when we went into that cave the other side of the river, you know, the one that didn't go far back, but like it was just filled with crap and people's dirty barbecues, and it's just nasty. Why people do it?
Yeah,
it's just
grim. It is grim.
It is, and like, you know, everyone that does the adventuring, like that I know, you know, us guys, we always take everything. We take rubbish bags with us, and the rubbish goes in it, and we take the rubbish bags away. Simple as. Like I say, you know, Max picked up a bag of rubbish. My son was picking up some rubbish as well. He brought a load down. It's disgusting what people do. Some people don't care about it. They want to go and see the nice countryside, but then they want to leave it in
fruit, veg, waste food. I'd much prefer it. My neighbour goes mad because like he'll chuck on a regular his lawn over the railway. I've got a green bin.
Same as here, Tommy. Same.
Put it in the green bin. I don't mind using my bin, but where he's building up, it's building up anyway. And he moaned at me the other day for chucking a bit. I think it was a mouldy bit of banana, black bit. I don't like the black bit, so I chucked that over the railway into the shrubs, not in the railway, but there's like this forest little area. You've seen it, Rich.
Yeah.
He's like, don't do that. He goes, that'll attract rats. It's like,
no, there's no rabbits. It's countryside.
Yeah. Mate, there's all sorts of wildlife.
That's what I'm saying.
We got
wildlife will have it.
And to be fair, I won't give a crap because they're not near my house. They're not going to come to my house. This is wildlife that stays within the wild. But the fact that this mound of old grass that he keeps dumping over there, that is a perfect ground for rats to breed, like to formulate a nest. It's just this massive pile of grass that don't seem to ever go away because every single year he's just adding to it. When I've got a bin that he can use, do you know what I mean? It's like,
hi Pete, reseller kid. I hope you're well, mate.
Right, boys, I'm going to jump off though, just because I said to say I was only going to jump on with. I come back, I had a coffee and a bit of fresh air, and I've left. Geez, Dave just got really big then. Was that my eyes? Oh look, he's really giant.
You're not the first person who said that in my life, mate.
But no, I need to get up in the loft and just have a little gander.
You can have a little mooch.
If I had battery on my phone, I would have took you up there on my phone, but I'm not carrying the laptop up there. I'm going to charge this back up, and then I'll get my battery pack and have that on, and then I'll be in the chat in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Nice. Go and find me some good stuff.
Yeah, no, that stuff that I put on your thingy, no, that's gonna be good shit, mate. That ain't none of the stuff that I'm taking to the boot sale. If I'm gonna be giving stuff or selling stuff to resellers, it needs to be valuable stuff. How long is it valuable for? Nobody knows.
I reckon that body thing that you've got, that medical thing that you've got down the.
I want to
container.
donate that, really. Me and Kevin spoke about it. Obviously, we'd like to get money for it, and I could really benefit from the money at the minute, but I didn't. It's not mine. That's nothing to do with me. Kev said he'll always half it. I know he will.
Yeah.
But we said if there is a rarity, there's not, if that's something that there ain't none of them out there, there's only 2 of them, and his mate's got the other one. If it turns out to be something like that, and there's a university or someone out there that wants it, and mate, it can go there. I want some recognition. Put our name on the fucking plaque, though. found by the thrift up look sharp posse.
Before you go, Max, I've got a little treat for you. I've just shared a screen. Top tip for everybody. Well, top tip for everybody who's a bandwagon jumper. Check out those comps.
Oh my god, that's mental. What are they? Audi limited edition King Charles and Camilla.
Oh shit!
That's mental.
We've got them in the loft, not them ones, but the Carrot, Kevin, and that. I think they've got pretty much the whole collection. My dad got them from Audi, one by one, each one.
What are they selling them in Audi now?
Yeah. Well, clearly, they're the comps.
That's mental, isn't it?
Every year, people jump on the bandwagon. And,
Audi, Greggs, Lidl's. Yeah, they all do this stuff. But they are Carrots, aren't they? They're the Carrot ones.
They are the Carrot ones, yeah. So
that's mental.
That's going to be running out to Aldi tomorrow. And
I've got to go shopping tomorrow at Aldi anyway, so I'll be in there looking for them bad boys. Wonder how much they cost.
I think they're usually about £3 or something like that.
Yeah, that's mental, isn't it?
They limited them, they didn't they? Each they've done something like it's similar to the Prima situation. Like they put a limit on how many each couple.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I've got about 10 costume changes in the car.
What's your name, James?
I'll just keep going in.
Anyway, boys, I'm going to get you on here. Get my battery pack. Actually, I'll get my battery pack now, and then I'm going to quickly run up in the loft. But I'll be in the chat and I'll be listening. So
no worries.
Be nice. Don't say anything bad, Rich, because I'll hear it, mate.
Yeah, I'll wait till you're gone. We'll wait till you're gone, and then we'll slate you.
The minute I turned it on, mate, you mentioned my name. I'm like, he's missing me because he's like, "Where's Max?"
Exactly. See, I noticed when people are missing,
and it was literally, "Where's Max?"
I mentioned Miss Q the other week, and there she was. She popped up. She was just loitering in the background.
Well, just before you go, Max, I'll leave you this one thought. I'm actually training to become a veterinarian, and this green cow is my homework.
His arms disappeared up the cow's arse. How do you do? Is that the green room that you're in?
No, it's just it's a StreamYard setting.
Oh, yeah.
I can't turn blurry off. So, hang on, where is it now? So if
because don't blur it, it makes you go all like jolty, doesn't it?
Right, this is me with no background. It's still blurry, so I might as well.
Might
as well have
the
blurry one's just a little bit more blurry.
David Herriot.
Yeah,
I was there today. I didn't look at the Isle of Doom.
See you later, Max.
All right, mate. See you later.
See you later. Yeah, one love.
One love. One heart. Stu saying, I remember when they did a carrot to commemorate Prince Philip. It came in an upside down Range Rover, and if you pulled the string in the back, it poked fun at the Chinese. Do you know what? When
nobody could find the carrot.
Do you know what? When he overturned that Range Rover, there was loads of people selling Range Rover bits saying this is from Prince Philip's Range Rover. Like it was mental.
I've got a genuine piece of the Turin shroud around here somewhere. I'm throwing it at Bolton tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. Take it to Bolton. Yeah, it's good that you're going to clear some stuff out. Though. I say I I was looking forward to getting rid of some more stuff and that, but I don't want to take it straight to the Chazza just in case someone at the boot sale to buy it.
Yeah.
But I've got one of these as well, one of these seats. I've got 2 of them. So the other one I've decided now I'm going to get rid of at the boot sale for 20 quid or something. I've got an antique stool that I bought the other week, so I'm gonna take that with me, and just a few big bits and that, and then some board games and jigsaws and the usual stuff. Sunglasses, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm the sunglass king.
It's good to have a clear out, but I think what this year, and particularly Amazon is allowing me to do, is be more selective of what I'm picking up from boot sales. I mean, that's the plan. It's probably not.
How are you doing on Amazon?
It's going really well. Yeah, really well. It's just keeping that beast fit, because it takes some investment. There's a lot more money to be made, but getting that, if you imagine eBay listings as a snowball that you build over time, so you get that sort of like return out of the other end.
Yeah,
it's a lot slower getting that Amazon snowball building. It's a lot more sustainable. But I think going into this year, what I'll probably end up doing is, a little bit selfishly, is employing somebody to do the shitty bits of reselling, the listing, the picture taking.
Someone wants work, they'll do it.
That stuff, so I can just concentrate on the fun bits, the sourcing and the haggling and all that kind of stuff. Because I know I'm good at that. It's just I need to manage my time better, and if I can give some of the more mundane tasks to somebody that I can pay to do it for me, then it'll just free up more time, so I can substantiate 2 people's incomes then, rather than just me.
Yeah. And that's I know a few people that have like virtual listers and that, employ virtual listers to do their thing, and they pay them so much per listing that they do.
Yeah.
Which is ideal, really, if you can get, because that is the bit, like yourself. I'd rather go out sourcing every day and just let everyone, pay someone else to do the rest of it. I don't mind doing the packing so much, but like the listings and that, and like looking, trying to find stuff and what it's worth and all that. It's all right when you're in the shops, but like I don't want to be doing it when I get home. I'd rather be out there sourcing like yourself and just pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
That's the best bit, isn't it? It's finding the gems. It's having the hunt.
Definitely, yeah. I've got to the stage now where I'm heading. I'm still away from the VAT threshold, but I'm a lot closer. That is making me comfortable. I've started a limited company now as well, so I've got corporation tax to take into consideration and all that kind of stuff. Got a new accountant.
Do you have to go limited? What is limited when you're 85 grand or something? When you hit
no, 2 separate things. So the VAT threshold's 85 grand. So if you go over 85 grand, you have to be VAT registered. There's no 2 ways about it.
Yeah,
I mean, you can voluntarily go VAT registered before you hit 85.
Yeah,
but you don't. You're only obliged to when you hit 85 grand.
Yeah,
and that's turnover as well. That's not profit.
Yeah. So you've registered as a limited company now. What's that? ABL reselling?
No. It's a completely new, fresh name altogether.
Oh, right.
So that's going to incorporate. That's going to. It's awkward and it's confusing. This is not my strong point. The accountancy side of life. That's why an accountant to do it. I've always been good at doing my bookkeeping as a sole trader and all that, because it's relatively simple, cash-based accounting. You can do it all through QuickBooks, but with a limited company, it's a lot. Well, for me, it's a lot more complicated. So just pay somebody to do that for me.
Yeah.
But what I'm having to do, it's kind of a paperwork exercise, is sell all my stock to the limited company.
Right.
For tax purposes, it'll balance out, because although for sole trader me, it'll be that'll be classed as income. It will be classed as expenditure for the limited company, so it'll balance out. But I just have to go for all the legal rigmarole and that.
Blimey! But when you get to a certain stage, you have to go limited, do you?
No. Again,
you can go limited any time.
The one of the biggest benefits we go unlimited is, I mean, we all know that if where eBay's, obviously most people in the chat are more familiar with eBay. If they decide to change their rules that that restrict your reselling if your account gets suspended or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it makes life awkward, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
If that happens with Amazon, if my account with Amazon or anybody's account with Amazon gets suspended and your stock is with them,
Yeah.
if it would take a minimum of 3 months to get your account reinstated, and if
Wow.
it doesn't, they charge you storage, and it's exorbitant amount of money for storage if you're not actually a seller on the platform.
Really?
The other option is to reclaim all your stock to you. And again, there's a massive, it's put people out of business.
Yeah.
So in that instance, it's an advantage being a limited company because I won't be personally liable for those fees. Like I say, if it all goes tits up, it'll be the company that's liable. So
yeah. Yes, but it's a safeguard, isn't it? Like
yeah,
limited company. Definitely a safety net. But yeah, it's good though. It's good that you're at that stage where you feel you can do that. You want to move on in that way.
It's not something that I ever considered because, I mean, a lot of people who watch the channel know a bit about my background. I did it so I work less hours.
Yeah.
But now that I'm getting to the stage where I'm thinking, well, I'm still work quite a few hours. I love it, so it doesn't seem like I'm working about it. But if I'm doing what I'm doing and paying myself a wage and covering my bills and all that lot, I'm not making a big dent in the world or anything like that.
No.
Financially, I'm not any better off than when I was self-employed.
Yeah.
Employed by somebody. But if I'm got to a tipping point where I'm thinking I could really push this, manage my time better, so I'm not working anymore, but increase the revenue significantly. If I'm going to do that anyway, then why not go balls out and pay my mortgage off earlier?
Yeah, definitely. Jilly, it's because we're both not drinking tonight, probably. Jilly saying, "What happened to you two? Very adult talking."
I'll change in a minute.
Plus, we haven't caught up for a while, so it's always good to find out what Dave's up to and where he's going and what's changed and what's new. But yeah, have you got any motorbike things coming up, motorbike meets or anything like
that? Yes, I have actually. Interesting. That one that I was trying to talk you into going to a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's coming up. Perverts in Leather. I'm really looking forward to that.
See, that's the thing that puts me off. Like Perverts in Leather. It's like I just get this feeling that I'm going to end up drunk and naked. And
only if you want to. But it's brilliant event. It's absolutely. In fact, I was going to plug it while I was down at the Reseller Summit in Derby because it's only about, I don't know, about 8 miles away from where the summit was.
Yeah.
So really looking forward. It's such a great event.
Yeah. How did you find the summit?
It was brilliant. It was really, really worth it. Yeah. I went there with an open mind. A lot of people are calling me out for it, saying I was being hypocritical, but I'm not, because I wasn't going to go there as a speaker because I give my content away for free. I felt uncomfortable people paying to come to see me.
Yeah.
Because anyway.
Hi, Rachel.
But from a punter's point of view, I thought it's a weekend away. I'd planned to go to a boot sale in Derby that morning. And you don't know what you don't know. So I kind of thought it might be an opportunity, go and find out. And I thought it was brilliant. It was brilliant. As far as learning stuff's concerned, it would probably be more beneficial to somebody who's sort of like a year or two into reselling.
Yeah.
So if you're longer in the tooth, then
but if you want to get together and have a shindig, I mean, you know, the food was included and all that. I know you had to buy drinks and that, but like, you know, they put on a bit of a shindig in the evening.
Yeah. But honestly, from a reaffirming point of view, I came away from that feeling absolutely buzzing because I'd spent a couple of days. Well, I'd stayed over, so I spent the day and had a few beers over the night time with people who get what I get, and because a lot of us resellers work on our own, is very, very insular. In my instance, I live on my own as well, so. People I'm talking to on a regular basis work in charity shops or at a booth, all my family. Do you know what I mean? Even my friends in the bike community and stuff like that, I chew their ears off about this because I'm enthused by reselling. I'm really into it,
Yeah.
But not a lot of people
go
are.
on.
and to spend some really good quality time with people who just get you on that wavelength, it's just really affirming.
Yeah, see, look, Dave's breaking it in.
It's really funny, actually. That is a jacket just sold. It's one of the ones that I reduced. Not only did I've unlisted a lot of stuff that I'm selling tomorrow, I reduced a lot of old stock as well that's still meat on the bones. And that was one of them.
So you wouldn't go down the old when you done the 99p auctions, all those 99p auctions.
Never, ever again. Honestly, anybody who ever does that only does it once.
Yeah. Lynn's saying before we were married, we toured around Europe on a Honda CX500, best time ever.
I've had one. Every time I stopped, it shut out a load of coolant. It was very quirky. Brilliant, but they never fail.
Yeah.
You could kick it half to death and it'll still run.
Yeah. Max saying he watched George's upload. Bless him. It did look like good energy.
It really was. Do you know what?
Everyone looked like they had good fun.
The only complaints I've had about the reseller summit, like criticism, stuff like that, are for people who weren't there. Everybody, there was 200 people at the reseller summit. Everybody took something away.
I think Pete and Lola done really well. I think it looked like it was set up and run well.
Yeah,
sure.
They didn't know what to expect either because it was the first one out of the gate.
First one, yeah.
I think there's for them there'll be a lot of takeaway for how they can sort of like craft it for next year, but it's going to sell out. I guarantee it'll sell out again because at the very worst case scenario, the people who are there this year will go back next year.
So it's definitely worth the 50 quid to you.
100%, mate. 100%. So, but it's one of them. I mean, you kind of think. I mean, I'm not a fanboy. It was nice meeting people that I learned from when I was coming up and all that kind of stuff. But that's sort of like the celebrity angle. I wasn't really that fussed about meeting people. Yeah. But actually networking like that, particularly the likes of Austin and Bethany, the luxury pickers.
Oh, they're lovely.
They're amazing people, so knowledgeable as well, and so giving of themselves and the time. Yeah. And there was a few people like that. There's Trotter's Delights on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw him.
One of the nicest guys I've met in a very, very long time. And just like I say, it's that community. Everybody speaks about the reseller community, how it's positive and sharing and all that kind of stuff. It was like a super concentrated version of that.
And that's the main thing. If you think you got value for money out of it, then it's all good, isn't it? I mean, like you say, unless if you're sort of a bit more experienced at the reselling, unless you want to go and just have a good chin wag, because like you say, it's a lonely job working doing eBay. So, if you want to go and do it for a social side rather than a sort of learning and business side, but then none of us know everything. So, like, you're going to pick up a few bits anyway. So, I say, as long as you get value. I mean, there was a good turnout.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. It sold out before the event, and there was quite a lot of people who
there was online. Yeah, I was going to say there was online tickets as well, weren't there?
Yeah. So, and it was quite good to watch how they included the people that are watching at home as well. I mean, obviously it was all one take thing. But they involved the people at home as well. They had a tech guy there who was working that forum and obviously relaying what was going on online so they could respond and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good. Betty's saying, are seller fees high on Amazon?
They are. They're higher than eBay, but you've got to change your mindset as far as Amazon is concerned. There's two ways you can operate Amazon: fulfill by Amazon or fulfill by merchant. Fulfill by Amazon is where you send all your stock into Amazon and they do everything for you. Fulfill by merchant is you fulfilling the orders yourself. The reason it's so much better is because you can scale so much more with Amazon than eBay because of all the things I mentioned before about getting people to do the donkey work for you. Amazon takes care of everything like that. But consequently, you're going to pay for that, obviously. So, but you spend more time sourcing and doing the fun bits.
Yeah. So Jilly's saying that she's got one of those bikes in her garage. It's just networking and nice social element. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people, like I say, if someone lives at home in a flat and they've got no one round them, for them it's a nice thing to go and get into a big group of people and have a chat and have a good evening or whatever. So the food looked good,
Yeah, it was great. Really
and then you had the party afterwards. So it was like
it
was a good day.
I did buy a ticket, Jilly. Yeah, there was no free passes, so that was one thing. Well, I spoke to Lola before the event, and I explained my reasons for backing out from speaking, and she totally got it. She's really, I mean, what a lovely lady anyway, but she was really cool about it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they had their people that wanted to go and speak, and you just wanted to go and not do it, and your reasons are understandable. So, and like you say, they're not the type of people that are going to go, oh, well, if you don't want to speak, then what's the point in coming? Sort of, they're not that sort of, they're not the sort of people. When we had Pete and Lola on the podcast, I mean, they are lovely people, and she still went and done all that with a belly full of arms and legs. Blooming hell, she must have been knackered.
What a trooper! Yeah, it was a brilliant start to finish. Brilliant time. I've made a couple of friends off the back of it as well that I wasn't familiar with before.
Because some of them, like a lot of them, you just know as names in the chat. Now you probably put a faces to a lot of names that you wouldn't have been able to do before.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't go on YouTube; they don't put their faces on there, but want to go to these events.
Yeah,
so it's good.
I just didn't think I could give as much value as the likes Chatty P, Luxury Pickers, and that kind of stuff. I mean, they bring a lot to the party as far as knowledge goes, and you could sit down and talk to them for a month and not pick up anywhere near the knowledge they've got, kind of thing. So the useful contacts to have. If you're on handshaking terms with people like that, then it's another tool in your toolbox,
Yeah, I mean, we had them on the podcast as well, and they were excellent. And the thing is, I would say, you've got to put like Sean Abercrombie, he knows his stuff with the antiques, like the Luxury Pickers and Chatty Pete and Lola pick up some good clothing, but the Luxury Pickers, like anything you want to know about clothing, they're bang on it. They know what they're talking about. I've had things that I've never even heard of before, and I've gone to them and they've gone, oh yeah, that's a designer, that's a nice thing, and I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for them. Because
probably the biggest takeaway and the most poignant speaker for me was Ian Masterpieces. Because his story is very different from the other speakers who are full-time and obviously they're the big hitters in the game kind of thing. Ian is way down the other end. He freely admits he makes 500 quid a month from doing reselling, and it's all about it affording it because he does that. He's been able to afford to drop a day at work to spend more time with his kids, and that's his thing. And you know what? If I could have, I did do some filming. I've decided not to use any of the footage that I shot. And strangely, I run out of batteries when it got to Ian's bit. But if I could have filmed just one speech from the whole summit, his would have been it, because it's about as real as it gets. It's absolutely he described to a T the epitome of what I envisaged for myself out of reselling. Just for it to fund being able to spend a time with the people you love. And that's what life's about, really, isn't it?
That's why I enjoy doing this, and I do the driving part time because I got myself in a pickle after my brother. But the thing is, being able to do this and make money like this, you are at home, so you haven't got to get someone to look after the animals or come in and feed the dogs or whatever. You haven't got to get someone to go and pick your son up, or you can do these things at a drop of a hat. If something happens, or someone phones you up and says, look, I've got a load of stuff. If you want it, you've got to come and look at it now. Otherwise, I'm going to have to move it on. You can't do that if you're working for the man. I would never go. I've been offered, since I've been doing this driving, they've offered me a full-time van driving job. and they've offered me a full-time forklift driving job again, and I'm not interested in any of it. I turned them down on both occasions. I'm not interested. Just not interested in not doing what I'm doing.
No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you've got to love what you do. If you can love what you do for a living, then it doesn't really feel like hard work at all. It's whatever makes you happy at the end of the day. Like, the entirety of life is about the pursuit of happiness. And if you can, even if you have tiny little wins on that road to achieving what you see as happiness, even if it's just a tiny step forward, it's worthwhile.
Yeah. And you don't want to, there's that saying, isn't there? You don't want to live to work. You want to work to live.
Absolutely.
What you work to give you the life you want to live. And we all want better. You know what I mean? We haven't had a holiday since 2018 was the last time. It weren't really a holiday. It was a wedding present. And we went to Poland to visit the concentration camps and stuff.
Yeah,
it was an amazing breakaway, and the people that bought it for us and went with us were lovely, and it was an amazing thing because I said that I wanted to. I'm like a sponge. I like taking in. I like learning things, but sometimes rather than learn it through videos and reading and stuff, I'd rather actually be there, and because it's such a different way of taking it in when you're actually there.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just a weird feeling. And that's the last one. And the one before that was 2017 when we got married in Mallorca. So, like, we haven't had a holiday yet, but I'm hoping now that I'm back into it again and getting the eBay going again. I'm hoping, like, a few nice holidays. I want to buy a van like Max and James have got, so we can just go, right, well, look, there's no point in staying here. We might as well just go up to the Lake District for a weekend. Do you know what I mean? Even just holiday in this country.
Well, it's until somebody invents a replicator and society is judged by its society's worth is judged by how it helps society, then we're all going to have to suck it up and motor on.
Just get on with it.
Yeah,
exactly. Ian has a clear vision, realistic goals, and a plain business building approach. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can tell when you see his videos, he just is who he is.
Yeah,
and he's just saying it as it is.
Keep it simple. He's one of the nicest guys I've met in a very, very, very long time. He really is. And he's we used to have this anagram in the army, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And that's what he's doing with his research. He's keeping it simple and making it work for him rather than him work for it. And that is just beautiful.
I'll tell you who I haven't heard from for a long while is Cola Flipper Lee.
Yeah, he's been taking a bit of a hiatus. He keeps popping up on Instagram every now and again.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while.
I've not seen any content from him other than that.
Just thinking that. Used to resell when my son was little. It worked very well for me. No childcare, and I could work with Bob the Builder playing in the background. There you go. What more could you ask for? Reselling is paying for my travelling this year. Yeah, that's really good, Sophie.
Sophie will be travelling up, surely pick up all this stuff after tomorrow.
Yeah, pick up all Dave's quality merchandise. Are the licensing requirements similar in the US and the UK, Sophie? Travel here. Nurses are in high demand. You could make large quantities of money. America are funny, Uncle Albert. I don't like English nurses as trainers. Different. Only text will take me as English. If I do that, they would have to sit multiple exams and convert to American PIN. All cost massive dollar.
Everybody knows the NHS nurses are the greatest nurses on the entire planet anyway.
Of course they are. Was Jellycat guy with Ian?
No idea who that is.
Jellycat guy.
Don't know who that
is.
What?
No, you're not talking about Connor. He does the Pokemon and that, doesn't he? Welsh Poke Picker.
Don't know.
Connor. I've seen him on a few of his videos.
He was referred to, but is he the guy who's got tattoos over his head?
No, that's Stacey. That's Recovered Riches. That's the one that used to work with Joe Closet Geek.
Gotcha.
They used to have the warehouses together. No, he's doing well. I think he's been limited and blooming on that threshold for a long time. He absolutely kills it. But yeah, he's doing really well. I think he's done his driving now, and he's got a big van, and he's got this thing, and I love it. I saw it in a charity shop, an antique shop in Arundel, a
Yeah.
massive Chinese carved bed. You know, the old proper, like a King Henry VIII bed, but it's all Chinese ornate and that, and it's like put together with pegs.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is amazing. 16 grand, like, and he's got these.
Jeez.
Oh, he's got some really good high end stuff, really, really good. But then he's got a warehouse so he can store it. That's the thing, and he's obviously paying for him. But
Yeah.
all right, guys, what I'm going to say is now, if you want to smash your links in, stick your channel links in. If you're not a moderator and you want your channel put up, please say so, and someone will put it in. Dave, you want to whack your links in? Everyone's subscribed to Dave anyway.
Yeah,
ABL reselling.
Get rid of a few, to be honest.
Hey,
Could do it getting rid of a few, to be honest.
have a good clear out on the old YouTube one. Let's have a good clear out. But yeah, if you want to, anyone that wants to put a link in, you've got a few minutes, whack your link in for your Instagram, your eBay, for your YouTube, whatever. His son was Jellycat guy with Ian. His son apparently is Jellycat guy.
Yeah, I do watch a video of his every now and again.
Yeah. See you later, Stu.
The way I consume YouTube content is I look for it if I want to learn stuff rather than duplicate. Yeah, I go specific rather than just watch everybody.
Film choice. The thing is, you don't have time to watch everybody nowadays. It used to seem that a year or two ago I had so much time and I was working solid and I had so much time watching different, like all the different YouTubers, but there's so much of it now. Like, you know, I struggle to get a video out a week. I do a live, but I'll try and put a little video out or do a couple of shorts at the minute. But like, how people are just getting videos out.
Well, you got to be honest with yourself as well. I mean, how many people can you watch doing the same thing? And as lucky as everybody is, and obviously the effort that goes into creating and stuff like that. If you're not learning something, then you're in the wrong room. You're wasting your time.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of us do it just to support the other people. It's nice to support other channels. Uncle Al was saying, anyone figure out who Reseller Watcher is? Did you hear about the Reseller Watcher?
I did, yeah. I saw my starring role on there.
Oh yeah, I had a role on. I was in it a couple of times. Apparently, I'm just a people pleaser and I'm dull. So
it's a very hurt individual. I feel sorry for him. It's a very hurt individual.
I didn't even acknowledge it. Some people were saying, like, trying to say in the live, trying to say, "Oh, did you?" And I'm going, yeah, but you know me, and like just blagged it off because I thought I'm not even giving it a time of day.
Very, very hurt person by the sound. Anyway, it sounds like the channel's been pulled anyway.
Yeah. Sophie saying she's coming to Chorley, Dave.
I'll have one of these in the fridge for you.
There you go. Yes, Sophie does like a beer. So Jilly's got hers. Oh no, she's put Sophie's in there. Everyone's saying bye. Chris is watching Iwo Jima, John Wayne film. Nice, bit of an old classic. There's Porky's channel. Peter's here. Good evening, Peter. Good to see you, mate. If you want to whack your channel link in, whack it in for you.
I sold 2 of those jackets, by the way, not one.
Have you? Hey. Oh, nice. Get in. Tried to work it out, Uncle Albert, but didn't get far. Lynn's saying bye, Stu. Max is pretty much done. There you go. Sophie saying, told you, Dave. There's Max's channel. Go and check them all out. You won't regret it. Mainly women's clothes. Is that just yours, Max? mainly women's clothes in the loft.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Apparently Sarah didn't know about them, so it must be Max's. There's Peter's channel. There you go. Dave's getting all the pings today.
Oh, geez,
5.
nice.
Oh look, no, Sophie's saying 5 in the fridge, please, Dave.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight, honestly. So they'll probably still be there.
Nice. Yeah, but you can't go like usually when we do the lives, we all have a drink and it all goes a bit mad. You get a half naked Spider-Man on screen and stuff like that. You know the score, Dave.
I'm gonna have to make sure. What is it? The 3rd of June.
Evening, mate.
Make sure you're doing a Saturday Night Live, because we might just have to go live from the Perverts and Leather Rally.
Oh yes, it's got to be done. You actually,
Show you
you
what
did,
you're missing.
you did jump on a live, didn't you, from one of them?
Oh yeah,
don't
that was
know
a
which-
family party.
Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, honestly, I might have to. Oh, you might have to put it beyond 9 o'clock though. You know, past the watershed.
That's all right. That's all right. No worries.
Just in case.
No worries. Listen, we have Max on from 7:30, and like, you know, he turns the air blue. Get over there. I don't want these boys dying because you didn't listen. Classic John Wayne line. There you go.
Just
It
about
does
to
nice
step
film.
on Lindsay and Alvin's toes here, mate.
No, what's oh yeah, 3 minutes. 3
Yeah.
minutes. That's it. I'll give a couple more minutes to put your links in, guys. Then you can all pop over and see Lindsay and Alvin. I'm sure the disco lights are on and they're all dressed smart, and you know the beers are flowing. I'm going to go and get myself an alcoholic drink in a minute. I should get myself a nice gin and lemonade. I didn't have a chance to sort one out before. I'd literally had a minute to get down here by the time I'd sorted all this lot out.
How do you say you're a southerner without saying you're a southerner? I'll have a gin and lemonade, please.
I'll have a gin and lemonade, please. Campari and lemonade. Campari.
Should you be in bed? Yes, I should be in bed.
Yeah, that's me done for now. Lots of love. See you later, Lynn. If anyone wants to come on my Wednesday night live from the 3rd of May, let me know. Yeah, there you go.
Not even be in the UK then.
You're not even going to be in. Where are you going to be then?
Oh, I'll be in the Beefer, mate, innit?
Oh, in a Beefer. Where are you going? San Antonio.
I've no idea. It's a free ticket.
You going the mental side, or you going the quiet side?
It's
the mental
probably
side.
the noisy side, because it's a rock festival.
San Antonio, definitely. Dave, you should be in bed. No doubt.
Apparently, it's an expensive shithole.
Night. Thank you both. It was interesting to listen to you. Well, that makes a nice change. Thank you, Betty. Sophie, let me check my rotor and I'll let you know. There you go. Next guest. The next guest is right there. Everyone's saying night, which is cool. Hang on. Thanks for a great chat. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You too. Dave doesn't need glasses. Sup straight out the bottle. Nice.
Proper Northerner.
Yes. There are. Max said here, come on, Sophie. Good luck for tomorrow, Dave. Jade saying. Thank you, Porky. Just can't guarantee. Great, Max. Yeah. La 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 la. Right, you've had your chances to get your links in. Hopefully, you got them in. If you haven't, you always got next week. Still 48 of you nutcases in. So thank you very much. Love you all dearly. He's been Dave. I've been me. And you've been amazing. Oh, no. Sorry, Dave.
Something like that.
But thanks for coming on, Dave. Cheers for Max for coming on. And thanks to all you guys for putting up with us for nearly 2 hours. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll liven it up a bit. Next time Dave's not doing a car boot, we'll have a few drinks and we'll liven it right up like we used to. But other than that, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us and we'll see you soon. See you later. Bye.